All right, guys, I don't even know where to start today. Really let you guys down yesterday without any videos, and you guys reminded us. A lot of y'all are very faithful watchers, and we did not get a full video up yesterday. And I apologize for that. I promised that we would. We filmed one, but I don't have the second part to it to edit, so I feel like I fell down a little bit. But we've been trying our best to get a daily video out. So today, we're over here where a lot of stuff has compiled that has just arrived. And I want to run through them real quick, and then we'll do our independent videos. And of course, another reminder that everything that Christian checks in that goes for sale also goes on Davis Auto Sales VA page. Make sure to hit that and subscribe. Hit the bell, especially if you're looking for vehicles, because if you're looking for a square body or a nice pickup truck or a Suburban, that is going to be your first. Before I get a chance to make a video, Christian's making a video. He's the first hands that go, drive, and take pictures. They're silent because he's a mime, if you guys didn't know. He's always in the box, you know, but, or trying to get out the box. But maybe one day he'll start talking. So we got some cool ones. Start off with this Rocky Ridge, 2021 model, even though it was produced the last month of 2021. It normally would have been a 2022, but it was a Rocky Ridge build. It sold in 22, brand new. So this truck is very fresh, 22,000 miles, extremely picky owner, local owner, did not come from the auction or anything weird. Matter of fact, none of these trucks did. They all came from private owners. If you know Rocky Ridge, they take a factory truck and they outfit it to the tens. Custom wheels, lift kit, Fox shocks, custom exhaust, bed cover, spray and bed liner, FX4 truck, tinted the windows, custom hood, custom grill, custom interior. Hopefully it's unlocked. Color match fender flares. $29,000, right? Was the accessory invoice? Yep. Power folding steps. Custom seats. We have not detailed this truck yet. We've not done anything but wash it and put tire shine on it to take pictures. Big screen in the dash. If you guys, and this one has a panoramic sunroof. A lot of times they skimp out on the sunroof because that saves a ton of money ordering a new truck. It's got it all. It is a loaded, loaded, loaded truck. $29,000. We have the invoice for the extras, 29 grand. This truck was 90? Yep. 90,000 when it was new. It's 49. It's almost half price. With 20,000 miles, still under some factory warranty. You have to call the VIN number in to verify exactly how much. But a loaded truck, absolutely perfect. He actually ordered a brand new one. He liked Rocky Ridge so much, he ordered another Rocky Ridge truck. BF Goodrich tires, all the goodies. Matter of fact, you know who's gonna want this? A regular, because he loves black on black wheels, and he just called me this morning looking to do a trade. So this one might be spoken for. You feel the water?
Are you getting wet yet?
It's coming from the pressure washer. Look how far away it is.
So far away.
The wind's blowing just the right direction. We both just got wet from the pressure washer that's 100 plus yards that way. This one doesn't look like much currently. Look at it as a before, stare at it, and then we'll bring you another video. This is one we're gonna send down. Brian and Daniel at the off-road shop are gonna put a leveling kit, tires and wheels on it. Haven't been doing a lot of that lately. We've been selling most of these less expensive trucks just bone stock. But this one, we got new headlights for it. The wheels are curved up a little bit. The tires kind of suck. So going to do that so it's got fresh tires and wheels. It's going to look good. It was a grandpa truck. It's got a Black Bear sticker and some other little crap. Might even been an old woman's truck. But runs well, checks out well, reasonable miles, 2011. That's going to be a good affordable truck for somebody. Or if you guys got to have it now, you can have it now, I guess. So going through service inspection today, then down to them. The Suburban. We have made pretty much a decision after a few powwows between Kenny and Daniel and schedules. And I'm not a patient guy, in case you guys didn't know that yet. My employees sure know it. But the time it's going to take us to do this truck the way I want it, and it's such a perfect truck the way it is for somebody that's been waiting for one. We have a secret project in the secret layer that you guys haven't seen that we're going to put that effort in instead of this one. The week or so that we dedicate to making this truck what I want it, if we put a week into that other truck, it is going to break the absolute internet. On top of, we need to spend some more time on the 8-door mega truck build so we can dedicate that week a lot better to some other stuff. So, and I don't feel like working on it on the weekend. I'd rather enjoy the sun and definitely need to get some sun. a little white. So that truck's gonna be for sale. Depends on how much finishing touches we do. Had a guy this morning, had a woman this morning, and had an old gentleman this morning. All three called because Christian did put it on the project section. I did not know he got ahead of me on that, and it's on the project section, but it's not really a project. It's fine the way it is. One guy said, I like 6 inches tires, power steps, the upgraded steering, awesome. The other guy said he wanted an 8-inch kit. The other guy said he'd like to leave it stock, or the woman said they like to leave it stock. So it's up for grabs. No exact price until we know what you want to do, but just call and we'll go over it because we've spent money on it. Great truck to start with. If you watch and you're faithful, you'll appreciate this. The door that would not physically close without 250 pounds shoving on it now closes like a dream. Boom, boom, boom. And you see, we didn't even touch it that time. We closed it where we're supposed to, per the man on there. Nice utility service truck, work truck, whatever you want to call it. You can strip that stuff off the back. We usually do. We usually take that stuff and sell it separate. No surprise. It's a couple extra bucks. We left this one alone. If you don't want the stuff, we'll take it out. We'll put it on Facebook or Craigslist and sell it. But it is outfitted with Adrian steel, about $3,000 worth of extras between the headache rack, the toolboxes, the slide out rack. It's got strobe lights, it's got beacon light. Locally corporate owned truck and maintained truck. Great truck for $15,995 or whatever it is. It's a 2015, a bunch of extra keys, 150,000 miles. Spray and bed liner, weather guard there, storage there. Ready to put to work, period. GTR, y'all guys already seen that. That's not new. The tractor is new. This came from a family that we've done a lot of business with, and it's 100 horsepower, New Holland, loader, diesel. We're guessing at about a 2000 model. Unfortunately, tractors are hard to figure that out. It's got the factory Goodyears, which are in great shape. It's an enclosed cab. It's a monster freaking tractor. And if you look online, these things are going anywhere from 30 to 50,000. It only has 1,400 hours, so super low hours. But there's a catch. This tractor's $19,500. Yep, $19,500. I didn't even find a loader one in my quick search under 35 grand, and I couldn't find one with under 4,000 hours. So this one has a fourth of the hours. It's $19,500. Yes, there's a catch. Unfortunately, the rear PTO does not work. They hooked it up to use it and they were using this for hay and other stuff. The last time they hooked it up, the PTO did not work. They put it to the side, it sat for a couple years. We had to put fresh batteries in it. It has fresh batteries. It starts, it runs, and we actually drove it 15 or 18 miles yesterday down the road. You didn't know that? Yeah, they drove it early. Before you got here, you could have got on fun. So it goes down the road fine. It runs 17 miles an hour, I think he said. Thankfully, it was all back roads. But the PTO does not work. Supposedly, you have to go internal to fix the PTO. Not a tractor expert, don't know. My uncles know, and they don't like doing it a whole lot either because they work on our farm tractors. But something's wrong with the PTO. The bucket works, the hydraulics work, but the PTO does not work. So if you're pulling a bush hog, you got to fix it. If you're just using it for pushing snow or using it around the farm, I think everything with the hydraulics works fine. No PTO feature, $19,500. Literally should be less than half price for something, I don't know. If you fix it yourself, it might be a 10-cent clip, but you might have to spend 2 days taking it apart. I don't know. Research it, it's a deal. And we could honestly put this in an auction and somebody would never check that and buy it and probably pay us far more, but I'd rather represent it properly and somebody get a smoking deal and be appreciative of it than getting it at the auction and paying, say, 25 or 30 grand and then being pissed off. So, because I can't get to the auction and tell people what it is, and even if you say what's wrong with it, they don't even put it in the description. So I don't want to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. Amazing tractor. Service is good, fluids are good, brand new batteries times, I think they said 3. I think it was $1,000 for batteries or something I just spent. But $19,500, you own it. And I can help you deliver it, or you can drive it home, as long as you go down the back roads. Perfect day for a landscaping truck. Now this truck actually did not just come in yesterday, but it came in a few days ago, but today it's officially available. It's serviced, it's inspected. The bed looks like it's never freaking been used. The truck is clean, and it has a brand new factory Ford engine in it. Freshly serviced, freshly inspected, and when I say the motor is just installed, it was installed by our big rig diesel shop, and we have the paperwork, and it has warranty, so you have 0 miles on the motor, a fresh inspection, a fresh service, everything's been gone over, not just service like oil change, everything's been greased, everything's been checked. You can put that truck to use for landscaping perfectly. We need to do a separate video on this one, Christian, because it's really cool. There's so many features that I can actually not waste time on this video, but you can lock all your stuff up top. That's where your weed eaters go and your gas cans go and all that, because that stuff walks away. It's got a nice tilt here so you can get your lawnmowers up without bottoming out. It's a cool truck. Square body. 1986. This is the next one to go on the website. It will be on there today. It will be under the project section, but again, not really a project. This truck came from a guy that I get a lot of square body trucks from. He goes out and searches for them. This truck, per his description, has a 350 replacement crate engine. It is fuel injected. We put the tires and wheels on it. They're basically new Cooper mud terrains and a set of alloy wheels. The paint is what we're going to call patina. We could spray some WD-40 on it and do the old slick 'em rick 'em deal, but we're going to leave it like it is. If you take your pictures real creatively, you won't notice how bad it is, but it's just surface, and it feels like somebody has already put a clear patina on it, but it might need a little more. Single headlight truck, 4-inch kit, 4 inches and 35s for you followers that are looking for size. Proper steering correction, nice shocks. It is a half-ton truck, a custom deluxe truck, and it has a pretty phenomenal, nice interior, which was the good part. Waiting on the dome light cover. Believe it or not, we order those by the dozen, and we're still run out of them every freaking time. So this time I told my uncle, order more. We're using them like they're candy. It's already had the LED light put in it. They did not work when I got it. We fixed the dome light. It does work like it's supposed to. Door panels are in good shape. Carpet's in excellent shape. Seats in good shape. AC's nice and cold. It's actually a pretty solid truck, not a rust bucket truck. This section here has been redone. I'm not sure if it was blue or silver originally. The trim is in good shape, but the blue is faded. So, you know, this might be one that we should send to one of the quickie paint places and just give them another shot, just to see, because if the blue was painted, the silver on the top's good, the silver on the bottom's good. It might be a good one to test, because I don't know if people are going to appreciate the patina or not. So anyway, you'll see it on the web today. It may go get painted. Of course, if it gets painted, the price will change. And an international. International, Christian just photoed. Yep. So should be on the web by the time this video loads. 70 even. International Harvester, all-wheel drive, but it's not all-wheel drive anymore. It's four-wheel drive because the hubs have been converted. Headlights have been done. Here's the good stuff. You did photograph under here, right? Cool. This man started this project to have a round the farm and beach project. There'll be a full video on this truck. But if you're still with us here, it's an interesting one. So I left the interesting one till last. And we're also going to walk through the showroom. Haven't been in there in a little while. My man's in there getting it spick and span clean because we got some really cool stuff to put in there soon. It ran like crap. He got tired of running like crap. It actually has an aluminum fuel tank that was custom built under the truck because he could not find a fitted fuel tank for these trucks because these trucks were really weird. If you follow us, you've seen us bring you some videos on a couple that I bought from California. One of them had a fuel door in the front fender, front tank. It was strange. Anyway, new fuel system, new fuel tank, and by doing all that, he also went fuel injected. This is a Holley Sniper fuel injection system with the computer on the dash, a DUI, Davis United, and that's not us. We don't own that company, but a high voltage distributor, coil pack, inline fuel pump, fuel filter. They did a really good job. Between him and the shop he was working with, they did a good job. They fitted a nice aluminum radiator in here. The accessories on the motor are new. The motor itself, I think, a couple hundred miles. 304 or 7, what did he tell us? Okay, I think that sounds right. You guys put in the comments, you know better. It's a 304 or 307, whatever the generation was. Fresh battery. Still got the sticker under the hood like it's supposed to have. Does that tell us? 304. 304. The paint is very, we don't know how to judge the paint, to be honest. I think a lot of it is original. It's definitely not a rust bucket. Because of the fact, if you look in the door jamb, it has all the original stickers. Did you photograph that? No. Okay, need to photograph that. Also here, and you don't see, you see some like paint here, but not the color. And if you look here, there's really no dedicated paint line. There's some dirt where the seal is and some dirt there. So if it has been repainted, it was done a long time ago. It is definitely faded. It has this one little bruise right here. It has brand new Mastercraft tires. It has a freshly rebuilt front axle. It has a cover. It has 2 boxes full of extra parts and stock original parts, the stock radiator, in case somebody wanted to go back error correct. It does have a little sun visor, old school cab lights. The front differential was completely rebuilt, as well as the knuckle joints, because it doesn't have ball joints or wheel bearings. I mean, it does not have ball joints or kingpins. It's actually a knuckle system on this, or a spherical ball. Everybody calls it something different. All that was redone, switched out to locking hubs. The four-wheel drive works. All the fluids were serviced. This man was really picky with this truck. And he was just kind of frustrated because it took so long. He actually bought something else to replace it, and he ended up going with a Scout. So he's still on the same platform. But that's a very overlooked truck. Like I told him, if this was a square body sitting here, or a dent side or a bump side Ford of this quality and this much original / fresh rebuild, that'd be a $50,000 or $60,000 truck. This is 25 grand. He had a lot more than that tied up in it, unfortunately. But you can appreciate, if you've ever done one of these, the amount of money it takes to do it. So a really cool truck, really solid truck, and has that very original look still. He went with the black wheels, the Corsair Mastercraft mud terrain tires. The whole thing's got a couple hundred miles. So that was a really neat one too. So we'll go in here. Like I said, he's getting down to business. He's getting this place cleaned up. And this was my pride and joy for you guys that are new followers. This was our very first official showroom ever. This also unfortunately got finished, and within weeks of finishing it, I had to end up having my dad's funeral in here because of COVID, or his reception. It was the only thing. They wouldn't rent us anywhere. So we opened the doors, we let the air flow, we opened that door, we had fans on. Everybody was wearing masks. It was the shittiest time in the world to have anything like that happen, but it happened. So this was our congregationing place. His 2 cars are still up on the lift. That's his old truck, that's his old car. One of his old ATVs is over there, and several other little things. The gas pump that he used to have at our original car lot. So we've left it very original. Those are our signs from different dealerships over the years. But it's about time to start cutting grass. The tractors are here. The lawn tractor / loader, 2 Kubotas, one of a whole lot of Honda brothers now. Some of the street legal dune buggies that we sell, black and red. Believe the red one has a deal pending. And a couple ATVs. One of the Mopar collection that just had a CR done, a condition report, 5050. Not even a nick, scratch, mark, nothing. Perfect car. The Vanderhall sold. That is getting ready to be transported out. And we're getting this bad boy out. The weather's right. We got a private spot to go play with it. So you guys are going to start seeing some cool content. We actually made a huge leap yesterday working with a local track that I actually tried to buy. At the same time, I was working a deal on my marina, and several other things were happening in life, and I did not buy it. And I regret it to the day that I didn't. A lot of people are leasing tracks and taking tracks over. I was going to buy it and keep a track, and also have a really cool venue space for concerts and fairs, and kick myself in the butt. So I swallowed my pride, and I reached out to the manager, which I have a good relationship with. We go to events there all the time. And I told him, I said, let's do something. He said, JW, I've been meaning to call you anyway. He said, let's do something. So we have got the wheels turning, drag strip, mud bog, BMX track, motocross track, and 100+ acres of area just to have fun. He's like, let's do it. He's down. So it worked out perfect. We've been on his radar. He's been on my radar. He said, make this place your own, because it almost was. He said, doesn't make any difference who owns it. Let's have fun with it. So I love that. I mean, that was one of the best conversations that I've had in a long time, and I'm thrilled about it. And things like this, again, we already go there and support. We'll be at the Mud Bog when it happens. We're at the drag strip for the shootouts. But like me and him talked, a lot of people want to see the silly, goofy stuff that is reality for a lot of guys. We also talked about, you know, if you want to go out and race these days and drag race and be competitive, by the time you got a truck and a trailer and a competitive race car, you spend $150,000, $200,000. So it's a lot about the money and not about the fun. We're bringing the fun back. We want to bring stuff back. Demolition derbies. Go out there and spend $1,500, $2,000. Have a ball, maybe for multiple events, depending on how much you tear your car up. A drag situation where it's a dollar value car, like 10 grand and down, similar to what Cletus has done. We want to bring some of that to around here, because not everybody can go out and spend the crazy money that some of these guys have to do to be competitive. And my car is over in the background. You guys have seen it, the actual drag car. And but it's a street car, and I enjoy it on the road. I just assume drive it on Sunday with my family, then go to the drag strip. But I would like to go to the drag strip and compete with my peers and friends that can all get on the same level. And that is what's going to be fun for us, a blast for us. So that's in the works. Can't put anything official yet, but we got some things late 25, early 26 coming to you guys. So stay tuned for that. You're going to be involved. You're going to have a lot of fun. Talked about the giveaway with the three-wheeler and the square body purchases, and we had a lot of feedback of people wanting to be like, hey, I can't buy a square body. I don't need to buy a square body. I don't want to buy a square body, or I can't afford to buy a square body. But I would love to win something from you guys, and we are trying. Obviously, this is a business. It has to make sense. But I have two things that I think I'm going to dedicate to do giveaways with that you only have to buy merch. So we're going to work on the logistics of that, because we want to do it right and we want to do it proper, because things are growing and we're getting to a level where we got to do everything a little bit more organized. So Christian, myself, AJ, we've been having some little discussions on it to figure it out, to sweepstakes and other things. You guys are going to all be involved. If you're still with me on here, what would he say, Christian? How did we decide to do it? trucks@davisautosales.com. All you got to do is shoot an email to trucks@davisautosales.com. Say, watched till the end, YouTube. That's all you got to put in there. That is going to be a giveaway of its own. Christian's going to mine. That's Christian's email. It's all of our email, but it's Christian's specific email. Super easy. Trucks, with an S, @davisautosales.com. That's going to tell us you watched till the end. That's going to also tell us that you're in for the giveaway, as long as you say, watch till the end, YouTube. That's all we need. You can put your name in there, you can put your address in there, put as much info as you want or not. That way you don't have to spend any money to enter. You don't have to buy any merch to enter that giveaway. And that giveaway is going to be for some merch and maybe a little something more. So thanks, guys. We appreciate it. I hope you watched till the end. That was not a teaser on there when I said watch till the end. It was important. So if you did, do what I just asked you to do. Everybody's got an email. Send it. We'll take care of the rest. Thanks for everything, guys. Appreciate the support. That's some of our, oh, we didn't even get to all of it. One more. It's embarrassing, but I'm going to show it to you. Another Super Duty. This was a trade-in. It's the next one up for detail. Actually, there's more than this. There's 3 square bodies, and there's 3 tow trucks that you guys haven't seen in what arrived yesterday. So it was over a dozen vehicles. But this one, she's dirty, filthy, and needs a hell of a detail. But it is a solid Super Duty. It was a locally owned truck. The man stepped up to a diesel and traded this one in. So that one will be getting cleaned. It's a gas motor. It's going to be ridiculously affordable for a lifted Super Duty that actually runs, drives, and operates, and will be completely safe, because I know we're doing a ton of maintenance on the suspension, service-related things. Both manifolds are getting replaced and gaskets, all the typical Ford stuff. So one more. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you staying along.